Welcome to the Thinking Green News Moment. I'm Chris Schneider. Today my guest is Tony Polkowski with Badger Metal Trims. Welcome, Tony.
Thank you, Chris.
So, Tony, Badger Metal Trims, you actually market to contractors.
Right, we market to contractors and to flooring stores.
And how long has Badger Metal Trims been in business?
Badger Metal Trims has been in business in Milwaukee. They started in around the 1970s, and they're known statewide in the flooring industry. A few years ago, they expanded it to the La Crosse market, and that's what brings me here today.
Great. And you've got some green products at Badger Metal Trims.
We do. We supply a number of products, starting with our Johnsonite products of rubber floorings. They're recycled rubber and vinyl flooring. A lot of people like to use those for workout rooms and things like that in their homes.
Yes.
They have a vinyl base that is a 19% recycled material. We also have a product called Ram Board. It's a paper product that's completely recycled that is used for covering floors, to protect wood floors if you're doing other work in the house. And what's nice about it is that it's heavy enough that when you're finished using it, which the contractors really like, it can be swept up and rolled back up in the roll and used over and over again. We also have a nice line of Henry's flooring adhesives that also are green, which I think we'll probably talk a little bit later on. And those are just a few of the items that we do handle that are green products.
And then in terms of your geographic region out of the La Crosse office, Tony, how much of western Wisconsin do you cover?
Well, I cover, originally when we opened up in La Crosse, we had about a 50-mile radius. We've expanded now to go as far south as Dubuque, Iowa.
Okay.
We go over to Madison, and as far north as Hayward.
Oh, up to Hayward.
Yeah, so we have a pretty good area.
Yeah, so Fox viewers of Fox TV 2548, that kind of covers their range quite well.
Yes, it does.
So the adhesives that you have, now you mentioned they're green. How is it that they're green?
Well, they were the Henry's adhesive was developed. I shouldn't say it was developed, but their green line began in the 1990s, where they went away from a solvent-based adhesive to a water-based, and it was very nice for the professionals because it didn't take away any quality of the product and gave you a very good adhesiveness. It has a very low VOC, low odor, and right. So
well, the VOCs is kind of where people are concerned about the volatile organic compounds.
Right.
And so these have reduced VOCs.
Correct. Yes,
that's great. And the office that you have here, how do they contact you?
You can reach us by phone at 608-782-2003, or you can stop right into our office and warehouse here in La Crosse. We are at 709 Gillette Street, number 5. It's in the Central States warehouse.
Central
area.
States.
Right.
So you drive in, and then
if you come off of roll, it's one of these places that's kind of hard to find the first time, but after you've been there, it's like, oh, this was really easy.
Sure.
If you drive in off Roll Street, there is a sign there. It's just the driveway is adjacent from Caledonia Street, and you pull in there to the where the parking lot opens up, and you turn to the right, and you can't hardly miss us right in the corner. It's a large sign.
So that'd be heading east then, huh?
Correct.
Head east.
Head east.
Head east to Badger Metal Trims.
There's a band called Head East from years ago.
I remember they were real good, but unfortunately, they weren't playing at places that had wood floors that were installed with the recyclable papers that you're using these days.
That's true.
Or the green adhesives. So contractors and flooring stores can visit you or call you and get involved in some of these green technologies.
Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for your efforts, Tony. This is Chris Schneider with the Thinking Green News Moment.